everyone, welcome back to WsCube. In our today's session, we will be talking about tuples. Let's have a small recap on what we have learned in our previous session. So, in our previous module, we learned about list. We learned how we can do the slicing on the list. We iterated with the help of the loops. We learned 12 list functions, and also we have done problem solving based on the list. Now, in today's session, we will be starting with our new topic, that is tuples. Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free. Let's see what is tuples. So guys, tuples here are a collection of ordered and unmutable data. Now guys, ordered, we know ordered means that they are arranged with a proper index, but here unmutable means that once a tuple is created, it cannot be changed. In the list, lists are mutable. List once created can be changed, but tuples here are unmutable. That means once a tuple is created, it cannot be changed with the help of our inbuilt function. Okay, guys. So there are a few things about the tuples for tuples, when we create a tuples, no bracket is required. And even if you want to put a bracket, you can use parentheses, but nothing is mandatory over there. Tuples are again a comma separated values. You can use multiple data types inside the tuples, just like how you can do it in a list. So let's have a look on how tuples are created. So to create a tuple, all you need to do is write A is equals to, you can directly write the values inside it. Let's say 12, comma, 30, comma, 1.45, comma, hello, comma, bye. And if I will check the type of it, if I write print type A, it will give me a tuple, that it belongs to the classes of tuple. Right. So in the example, I have also used multiple data types, which means that tuples can have a multiple data type. If I print it, we will get the output as well. To print a tuple, all we need to do is write print and the name of the tuple. So if I print A over here and run it, it will give me all the elements of the tuple. But when we receive it as an output, the brackets are added over here. If we want to add a bracket over here, yes, we can add a bracket over here as well, but it is not mandatory. Another thing about tuple, we discussed that no inbuilt functions can be worked on tuple. For example, let's say if I try to add something, I'm just showing you as an example that if I try to a dot append, let's say I want to add 23 in it, and if I try to print it, it will throw me an error that attribute tuple has no object. It says attribute error that tuple object has no attribute append. That means tuple has no function as append, or even if you try to add something to it, if I write add over here, that thing will also not work. Why? Because tuples once created, they cannot be changed with any of the inbuilt functions. So guys, there is one more thing about tuples. Let's say I'm creating a list over here that I have a list of one number 12. If I print a type of it and run it, it will tell me that it belongs to the classes of list. At the same time, if I create a tuple over here with one element inside it, so even if I put it inside a comma and I'll write 12 over here, I'll close it. And if I try to print type of B and run it, so you will notice over here that here it is writing string, that it belongs to the classes of string. So now what can be done when we have a tuple, when inside a tuple we only have a one element? So to call it as a tuple, all you need to do is, whenever this condition is only for when you have a one element inside a tuple, that you can put a comma in the end. So now if I run it, I will get it as a tuple. So guys, if you don't put a comma over there and if you have only one element inside the tuple, it will be called as a string. But if you want to convert it to a tuple, if you want to call it a tuple, all you need to do is after writing the one element, put a comma in the end. So guys, this was about tuples. In our next session, we will be discussing more on tuples. So I hope you guys have no doubts and no questions. So stay connected and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.